You know what's really crazy? Thinking that Avengers Endgame is almost here. I remember a year ago when Infinity War came out, and after the movie ended, it was like, oh my gosh, I have to wait a whole year for the next part here. I don't know if I can do that. And now it's actually almost here. It's actually really crazy to think about. And you know what? The hype just keeps on building for this movie. I know that it's a very mixed place, at least in our community, with where we're at with Endgame right now, but I know a lot of us are still excited for Endgame, despite everything that happened with Captain Marvel. And I'm definitely part of that crowd. I am still excited for Avengers Endgame. Up until this point, I have no reason to doubt the Russo brothers. They've earned my trust, creating the 3 best movies in the MCU up to this point. And I just can't wait. I can't wait for Avengers Endgame. And we have here a clip from Robert Downey Jr., so we're going to watch this because he says something that's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and see what RDJ has to say about Avengers Endgame.
Infinity War was nuts. But this one is going to be your finest hour.
We're in the Endgame now.
Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures. These are the highest stakes that the Avengers have ever faced.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is good.
Everything has been building up to this movie. Everything. It's crazy to think about.
Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Every time you think Marvel's pulled every single trick out of the bag, they actually saved the best stuff for this one.
This is the end of the fireworks show, the grand finale.
The storytelling is insane. You just don't know what to expect. I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's going to happen.
Where's the Avengers? We gotta finish this.
Robert Downey Jr. So it wasn't just Robert Downey Jr. It was some of the other people and stuff as well. I guarantee you there is no way. I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's gonna happen. So, really, this movie is going to be very unpredictable. I mean, and the thing is that we've already talked about this a little bit. The Russo brothers created fake footage for Avengers Endgame so that nobody would know exactly, so that people couldn't predict what was going to happen in Avengers Endgame. We already heard the Russo brothers confirm that and stuff, and this just continues to show that we really have no idea what's going to happen in this movie. And that makes me really excited. I mean, because, this movie could go in any direction. It really could. And I'm not just talking about Captain Marvel. And I know that that's kind of the big worry that a lot of people are facing right now. How is she going to affect this movie? That's kind of the big question right now. But, everything about this movie is completely unpredictable right now, what is going to happen. We literally have no idea. I mean, when the Russo brothers create fake footage for the trailers just to keep people from being able to figure out what's going on, that really says something. I mean, who knows what they've done with that film, with the trailers and all of that stuff. And if I remember right, I believe that the Russo brothers said that everything that we've seen in the marketing is from the first 15-20 minutes of the movie. So that's also really crazy to think about. But like I said, I know that the big worry right now is Captain Marvel and how she is going to affect Avengers Endgame. And, there's so many theories floating around. It's really hard to say exactly what is going to happen. But, for me, I'm just going to continue to trust the Russo brothers until they give me a reason not to trust them. Up to this point, like I've said, they've created some of the best movies in the MCU, hands down. And I don't have any reason to doubt them. And I think I believe that the Russo brothers know how to tell a good story, even when they have overpowered characters like Captain Marvel, and they're going to figure out some way how to use her and stuff. And I think, this also kind of makes me more excited because they say that this movie is going to be very unpredictable. So what if, a lot of us are predicting that Captain Marvel, I mean, everything has been building up to the idea of Captain Marvel being the one to defeat Thanos. Everything in the mainstream media, the marketing for Captain Marvel, everything has been kind of building up Captain Marvel to be the one that's going to take on Thanos. And, talking about this movie being unpredictable, it's possible that something could happen where Captain Marvel doesn't end up being the one that defeats Thanos. There could be some sort of really big twist with that. And that's what I'm really hoping is what happens. I really hope that the Russo brothers have created Captain Marvel to be this character that seems like it's going to be the savior, and then she fails. And then the original Avengers team have to assemble to help her defeat Thanos. That would be perfection, in my opinion. I think that would be the most brilliant thing that they could do with this movie. But, on the other hand, we also have to keep in mind that if they did something with that, with Captain Marvel, there would be so many people that would be crying about it and screaming about it. Not just the weird Captain Marvel bots that we see everywhere. The mainstream media would be absolutely up in arms about that. I can guarantee you that right now. So, the Russo brothers have to walk this very fine line right now. It'll be interesting to see what they do, how they deliver with this movie. We only have a few weeks to wait, and it's really exciting. It really is. So I'm super excited. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen in Avengers Endgame. And, right now all we can do is just have theories, and that's about it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.